I need to test the mic, the audio. I switched out to the boom mic for obvious reasons. My helmet. Here we go, baby. Are you serious? Do y'all see that? Tell me somebody's seen that. That's why I got cameras now. Like, dude, what the fuck? That's why you always have to be careful for people to do stupid stuff like that. I gotta be real careful because a lot of accidents happen not too far from the house. Whether you're going home or leaving home, it always bound to happen. Some way, somehow. That right there was stupid on her part. I don't never want to be in a position to where I'm getting hit because that sucks. Trust me. I've been in a situation like that. It was in the first, I would say about the second year of me just starting riding motorcycles. This is story time, by the way. I tried to do this video before on the scene and it didn't save, so I'm gonna do it again. So story time. My first horrible motorcycle wreck. I was hospitalized. I was out of work for about, I think I want to say about 4 or 5 months, something like that. It was a long time. I was on my mama's couch. However, I am not gonna sit here in front and say that, yeah, it worked out for me in the end because the person had insurance, but I ain't gonna sit here and say, you know what I mean, like I wasn't blessed. I mean, that, being on your mama's couch, that means endless food, endless snacks, endless video games, endless TV shows you love to watch. Minus the pain and the drugs I was on, man, I was in heaven. Basically, I was riding one summer day, 5 o'clock traffic. It's probably like that everywhere, but it's, 5 o'clock traffic. This minivan trying to beat me? No sir, no sir. This minivan tried to beat me in the passing lane. All right. As I was trying to say before, it was my second year of riding, and I love bikes, Like when you get your license, it's like no other feeling in the world. I mean, you have bike fever. You want to ride during the winter time when a lot of veteran bikes don't like riding. I digress. My first bike was a Yamaha R1. Woo, she was a beast with the red halos with the demon eyes. I mean, you look at her and she look right back at you like, I eat you alive. Fuck out of here, right? So, I rode that thing everywhere. The Yamaha R1 is how I learned how to ride motorcycles, period. I ain't gonna sit here and say I was an angel on a 1000 being a beginner, but that doesn't mean that doesn't mean if you don't know how to ride motorcycles you can't start on 1000. You can. You just have to respect the power of the bike. But in my accident situation, it wasn't even my fault. I was sideswiped in my situation. So I was coming down the side road, and like I said, it was 5 o'clock traffic. And imagine being at a light in traffic, cars behind you, cars beside you, and cars in front of you. Well, the car in front of me, the light turned green, the car in front of me made a right? So logically, I moved up, and my Yamaha R1 at the time, it didn't have a loud exhaust. It was a quiet bike. But see,
since I was new to the game, I didn't know how, I was just happy to have a bike. I didn't know how also important. I thought the sound was cool in itself, but the sound wasn't loud enough. The louder your bike is, the more people are willing to pay attention. Because a lot of times when you get in an accident, especially with somebody in a steel cage, they're gonna always be like, "Oh, well, I didn't see. I didn't see." That's the first words that come out of their mouth. I didn't see. Which a lot of times is true because a lot of people don't look. Really, the real answer is people don't look or check their mirrors. They're driving subconsciously. That's why when you become a motorcyclist, you can see a lot of idiots on the phone, texting and driving and swerving and being slow in the passing lane. I can't stand that shit. Get the fuck out the passing lane. But I digress. Going back. So we at the light and I move forward. And the person in front of me makes a right. So immediately I move up. But that was my mistake. And then by this time we're going 45 miles an hour. It doesn't take a bike that long to go to 45 miles an hour with the flick of a wrist. You get what I'm saying? So the car on the right side was only paying attention to the car that made a right. So he thought he had to go to change lanes into my lane. So with all that said, he switched lanes into my lane. And basically, I couldn't dodge him. There was a curve on the right, and I had to prepare for impact. It happened so fast. However, I saw it coming because I saw him coming over, but he wasn't stopping. So I stuck my hand out like, dang, you know what I mean? Like, what's that gonna do? Petting the car, ass in that's coming in your lane. It ain't gonna do nothing. Stick your hand out like that. Ain't gonna do nothing, but that's what I did. That was my immediate reaction. And when he hit me, I flipped a couple times. A lot of people stopped. He stopped himself, thank God. When he hit, basically, it was quick. I hopped up immediately after doing a couple tumbles like a rag dog a little bit. Even at 45 miles an hour, guys, it can do some damage to you. It did to me because I was a dude. Even right now, I ain't even got like heavy gear on. I ain't even got like super protective gear on, but especially when it's hot. But the more protective gear you wear, the more skin you save. That is realistic. I was riding like a dude. Khaki shorts. This is at the time when Sperry's was high. I was wearing Sperry's with no socks. Come on now. Yeah, I was on dead, y'all. I was on dead. And a polo collar shirt. Yeah, your boy was trying to mac hard at that time. I was a biker plus trying to be a player. You get what I'm saying? And in the end, it cost me some skin. And that rhymed together. But look, basically, so when I flipped and hopped out, like the first thing that came out of my mind, like, damn, fuck, my bike, right? Which is crazy. Like, how does this dude think about his bike? And this dude, you know what I mean, tore up because people ran up asking me if I'm okay. This one older lady in particular on the phone, get this damn ambulance out right now, right now, cussing the people out. The black boy is hurt. Bless her poor soul. Bless her country soul. I know she was trying to help. So I didn't even, at the time, I didn't care about nothing but my bike. So I can hear her in the background, and it's burned into my memory because when I look back on it, it's hilarious because imagine an old country southern white woman, somebody's grandma, hopping on the phone trying to be helpful, cussing them out and telling them, send the ambulance, the black boy is hurt. Send the ambulance for this black young man right now. She was not playing. She was using her privilege to an advantage, boy, for your boy. And I appreciate you, lady. I really do. But, so the guy comes over and say, I'm sorry for hitting you. I'm really sorry. I didn't see you, blah, blah, blah. And I'm just still like, my bike, at that time my adrenaline's kicking in. My flesh is all out, nasty looking. I'm talking about to the white meat. but I'm still just worried about my bike. Just, bro, my bike, you know what I mean? Like, I ain't gonna be able to ride. That's literally how addicted you are when you become a rider. So, in short, y'all gotta be careful too, riding with no license plate, because when I was a new rider doing wild shit, I used to keep my license plate in the trunk. So cop pulled up to the scene, right? While we waiting on other cops, who showed up first? While we waiting on ambulance and cops, this man pulled up, and instead of asking him questions, he came up to ask me questions. Oh, where's your license? Oh, where's your license plate? Man, I'm saying my license plate in the goddamn bike trunk. Fuck out of here. What you talking about? And that's where I kept it. I didn't ride with it because I didn't have a place to hang it on the back of my tailgate at the time. Allegedly, right? But basically after he got all the bitch ass information he needed for his punk ass, after I gave him all the information he needed for his punk ass, all this dude did was drive off. He didn't question the other guy, nothing. He interrogated me, drove off, see me leaking and shit. See me bleed, leaking, white flesh showing. And this mother just interrogated me and then drove off when he couldn't get me on nothing. So not too long after that, ambulance and 4 cops showed up, and this other cop was real cool, you know what I mean? Like, I was sitting in this car waiting on my dad because I called my dad at the time, and it was a night and day difference between cops. So a lot of people don't understand why a lot of black people don't like cops, and it's just little situations like that that annoys me. You get what I'm saying? Makes me not trust him. Because he's not out for my benefit at that time. Interrogate me like I'm the criminal. So, going back to my story, I'm sitting in the cop car waiting for my dad to pull up because at this time I knew not to take ambulances. Because before, when I took an ambulance after I got shot, I found out I could have drove to the hospital. They sent me a bill for $1,000. Yo, if you can drive to the hospital or have somebody take you. Do not hop in those ambulances because they will send you $1,000, $2,000 bill in the mail for riding the ambulance. I'll tell you maybe that story another day where I got shot. But yeah, and I got shot, but I could still move. You get what I'm saying? Like, I could drive myself to the hospital. But I ain't gonna get too lost on that one. But here's I said all that to say this, y'all. My dad showed up, and the look on his face, like, I never seen a look like that in my entire, at the time, 22 years of my life. I've never seen my dad make that look. And it was a deep look of concern. My dad ain't never liked motorcycles and stuff. And it wasn't a situation for him to be like, see, told you, or none of that. Because he didn't want me to get the bike anyway, but I just didn't want to put that fear on my dad's face again and that concern, because that didn't make me feel some type of way, y'all. Like, this is like when you ride motorcycles, you really have to take into account, hey, you will lose your life. I done lost, now that I've been riding 10 years, I done lost some buddies to this shit. This is nothing to be playing around with. This is nothing to be fucking around with. Right? So, boom. Alright, so my dad take me to the hospital. They hit me with this cream, this cold white cream. That shit was it felt so good and cold at the same time. So it was like super cold and super wet. That's what she said, but painful, but it felt good at the same time. Plus they gave me some good old drugs. Basically I got the guy's insurance, everything. He got a ticket. So things gonna work out in my favor. Now, like I said, I was on my mama's couch for like months, yo. I went to the chiropractor, everything. A lot of people run when they hit you and you're a motorcyclist. A lot of times, because people know that's an expensive bill right there. Especially if you survive. If you survive, they know they're gonna be paying buku amount of money know they're gonna be paying a crazy amount of money, yo. So a lot of people will take that risk if they can to run, but you gotta be on it. You can't let them get away. I would suggest buying a camera like I did. You know what I mean? But it took about a year and a half to 2 years. I hired a lawyer. He went to court for me. I made a substantial amount of money. I ain't gonna tell you the specific number, but just know I balled out like a stupid youngin. I never invested that money because I was 20. Come on, y'all. I was 21, and I was in college at the time, studying, which is stupid. You ever get that amount of money, always invest it, guys. But the moral of the story is, since that day, I always rode different. I always ride like 80% of people can't see me, and 20% are trying to kill me. Like that man earlier, you see, you're a ghost out here in these streets. You have to ride with that mentality to prevent motorcycle accidents. And if you get in an accident, always make sure your best to have insurance policy, like cameras, or people that ride with you that can get the person that tries to run, so you can be compensated, guys, because it will suck. And I heard too many stories of people getting stuck with bills, getting hit by somebody who ran. And people who do that, I mean, I don't like to say people are going to hell because I don't know what God has planned for you, but you have to be a low down, dirty, some bitch, conniving, evil, to hit somebody, potentially kill them, and never even check up on them, especially if they're on a motorcycle. You deserve everything you get. All the karma, all the bad stuff that happens in your life, you deserve it. Because you're evil. You hit and run a motorcyclist or anybody, you deserve anything bad that happens to you. But yeah, that's the moral of my story, y'all. I always ride like 80% of people don't see you, and the 20% are trying to kill you. We are ghosts out here, baby. Even with a loud exhaust. People still can't see you or hear you. My exhaust is super loud now, so I ain't gotta worry about that anymore. But I'm so happy that I got past that. I didn't have any lifelong injuries. I'm still in the gym bitching 405. God has really blessed me, especially to where I can tell y'all this story today. So that's my time, y'all. I'm gonna take the rest of this time to try to listen to music. I don't know if this thing will cut off on me, but I'm gonna see if I can record riding while listening to music, and if I can, that's awesome.